Yeah. One time, Mike. One time. What's up? What's up? What is up? It is your girl, the one and only Christeria Lynn with Let's Talk on Power 108.9. Today we have some amazing guests with us, but before I introduce our guests, I want to remind you to don't forget to like and share. If you have any questions during the show, please make sure you drop your questions and comments so we can answer and address them. All right. Now let's get started with our amazing guests on this show today, and you don't want to miss it. Today we have Shanae, the unstoppable Shanae. We also have Ferow. She is an exceptional, beautiful, and talented East African Afro-pop artist and model. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Shanae is a highly sought-after certified fitness expert, wellness coach, and life coach. So we're going to be interviewing them, you all. We're going to see what they're up to, what they have next, and how Shanae can help you on your fitness journey. Yes. And I think Ferow has an upcoming show in DC, your manager told me. Yes. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to listen to her track. Shanae has an upcoming class that I'm going to try to come to.
Yes, you are.
But she killed me, y'all, so.
Gently.
Hey, look, I go to her class, 5 minutes, I'm done.
We revitalize the life.
Each and every time. Okay, so let me introduce y'all. We have Shanae. Shanae is a highly sought after certified fitness expert, wellness coach, and life coach. She is certified and trained in aqua aerobics, Pilates method, kickboxing, kinetic yoga, girl look, spin, PNF stretch, Thai yoga, massage therapy, right?
Yeah.
Is that Reiki? Reiki healing, cardio dance, and a Nike trainer. She is also NBC's American Gladiator runner-up champion. She was previously a professional dancer on the WNBA Atlanta Dream Cheer team.
Yes.
She is certified and trained. I have all that, Shanae.
Yes.
And she also made it to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
What? She can help you live a healthy and happy and high energy life. I remember meeting you in Dayton.
Yes.
Oh, she stole the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
She stole the show. And we're also going to be interviewing Ferow. Ferow is making her mark and rising to the forefront of this international genre. Just 5 days ago, on September the 18th, Ferow dropped her track called For You, featuring Dreamo, which is absolutely fire. I had a chance to listen to it. Y'all don't. Y'all want to get it. The Afro-pop fusion has taken the globe by storm. The vibe is infused with a mixture of reggae, R&B, hip-hop, and African folk music. This genre has proved that it's not just a trend, y'all. The indie female artist is going viral with her bestie, the B. Simone. The Houston pair accumulated millions of views from the web series of comedic shorts discussing topics relevant to millennials of color. So I want to thank you both for coming.
Thanks for
taking
having
your time
us.
out your schedule for
Thank
coming.
you.
You are so very welcome. So I always do this, y'all. So he loves but hates me.
Okay.
We love you. We love you.
It's one of those relationships. It's one of those relationships. Okay, so Mike, at what I guess you'll do that. Okay. So let's start. So Ferow, give us a little bit of your background. I'm gonna ask you too, Shanae, after she gets done. Give us a little bit of your background and how you got started.
Started doing music.
Yes.
I think it was more of a passion. I've been doing music since I was a kid, so to me, it's just in my blood. So that's how I got started.
So what age?
What age? Oh, I think just like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just growing up watching music, like watching people around me do music. It's just like in my family.
Okay, so anybody else in your family are artists? Or
Yeah,
just
2 of my uncles are like East African singers. So
Okay.
I think I got it from my mom's side of the family.
Okay, what about you, Shanae?
Well, I started out flipping off of all of the couches in the house. So my mom said acrobats or something to keep her safe. And then I just always loved activity, climbing trees, playing outside. I was the one coming in dirty. My clothes would be tucked in because I was OCD, but dirty from being out in the yard. And it quickly turned into sports, track and field. When I graduated from high school, I had an academic scholarship option or a partial athletic track scholarship. And my parents were like, survey says, full academic scholarship. So I didn't get to run. And that always was that one thing that I was like, ah. So as a result, I tried out for the aerobics team on the college campus of the Ohio State University because I'm a Buckeye, made it and fell in love. I saw that what I did had students who were tired, facility members or faculty members, professors, exhausted when they were coming in, and they would leave like, thank you, Shanae. And I was like, wow, I'm energizing these people. I'm helping them to feel better, even though they came in pleasantly fatigued, and now they're hyped up. It just became a passion. Degree was in hospitality management, so I thought maybe I'll have a bed and breakfast with a fitness theme. Didn't end up doing that, but ended up doing fitness full time. I did work in my field for about 3 years, and one day I quietly sat with a life coach, and now I'm a life coach as well.
Oh, nice.
And she said, sit still for 15 minutes. Don't do anything. And at that time, I decided to leave corporate America and go into fitness full time, and I didn't turn back. So
Hey.
that's how I got started.
I don't know if y'all ever worked out with Shanae, but she the truth.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when we come back, we're going to finish our conversation with Ferow and Shanae. You are listening to Let's Talk with the one and only Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9. I was just trying to figure out what you was gonna fill in. That's all I know. Okay. Y'all have any questions? Don't forget to drop y'all questions in y'all comments. Don't forget to like and share. Like and share.
They be paying too, right?
This is the super one and only. So excited to be here with it. And Ferow. I was right at first. That's what I said. Okay, awesome dynamic energy. So, yay.
Girl, you need to give me some of your energy.
Hey, here we go. Shaka.
It's a new record right there.
Right.
This is for you right here.
Y'all tune in. We about to listen to For You by Ferow. Welcome back. You are listening to Let's Talk with Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9. We have the amazing Ferow and the amazing Shanae. We are going to continue our interview talking to the Afro pop artist and the fitness expert.
Hi.
What you say?
Sounds nice.
Okay.
I like the song.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That new song right there. What's the name of that song?
Oh, I thought I said it. Go ahead,
Ferow
Ferow.
for you.
I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta. It gets really, really, really good. I listened to the whole thing, and I had my kids. I was like, "Hey, listen to this song." When Ebony emailed me, it's a really nice song.
Okay.
Makes me want to move
So-
like this.
Hey.
Makes me want to move. It's good.
Okay, so Ferow, so tell us why Afro pop.
I'm African, so I think it's just in my culture.
Okay.
So it's just, I don't know, that's just the vibe I like. That's just the kind of music I like to make. I like to make people move. So that's why I picked Afro pop.
So what inspired you?
To make music. Like I said earlier, it's just more of a passion. So I just think it's like an everyday thing. Just like how she wake up and go work out. It's like even not like a thought. You just go do it, right?
Uh-huh.
So that's how I feel about music. It's not necessarily like a job. It's just more like, oh, it's just a part of my lifestyle. That's what I do. So, yeah.
What inspired you, Shanae?
Helping others, it really made a difference. Some people would say, well, you get paid to work out. And technically, when I'm coaching people, I'm not working out. I'm directing you. I'm inspiring you, pushing you slightly over the edge. But it feels good to know that I'm impacting people's lives. There's times when I'm teaching hundreds of people yoga. There's times when I'm working one-on-one with an adult, a child. I'm seeing someone hit their fitness goal and never thinking they would be able to walk or run a mile, and then having a client run a 5K and a 10K. Based in Atlanta,
Okay.
have traveled worldwide, I've lived in London for 6 months training a client. And that's when I knew I had found my place. I said, if someone is willing to fly me to another continent to train them because they feel like I can have that impact, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Nice.
So that keeps me rocking.
So tell us, how important do you think fitness and health is? I know I've worked out with you maybe a couple of times, and
Yes.
girl, look, ain't even gonna go there.
That's right. It's important not just to meet a certain size or certain weight. It's a lifestyle. I encourage my clients. They may come to me and say, hey, Shanae, I have to be on stage. I'm going to be doing a show. I'm traveling. I will work with them to accomplish that goal. But in the between time, I'm working on where's your wellness? What's your mindset? How's your spirit? How do you feel energetically? And then also, how can I help you make this a part of your lifestyle permanently? Like after the show is over, can we still do some things that you can keep for life? So that, to answer your question, it's important because we need it. We only have one body, literally. And certain parts, once your knees give out, you can't totally repair them. Once your teeth aren't intact, you can't do, you know what I'm saying? Like you can lose weight and you can get your heart strengthened, but there's care from your dental care, everything. Like I'm looking at your body from the inside out, head to toe. And for longevity's sake, you need to take care of your body. You don't have to be obsessive with it, but you need to make it like lifestyle habit.
How do you think people, do you think diet is a factor?
Yes.
Are you
now,
vegan?
I am not vegan. I was for 2 years, and I enjoyed it. It was 2 years prior to having my son. And what I see with vegan in 2019 is it's become so trendy, where it's like the absence of meat does not mean the presence of good habits. You
Right.
can have the absence of meat and still have Doritos and have
Exactly.
Cheetos and have donuts. So I say if you
Doritos.
feel like, I like Doritos too, I do too, hot Cheetos. But I say if you're going to make a decision to follow a certain food meal plan, let it be because you feel passionate about it, and let it, again, be something you can do for life. Now, if you have a short-term goal and you're like, I just want to hit this weight, then I can definitely create a plan that's personalized for that. But then when you leave the plan, whatever got you to your goal, you need to maintain it to keep your goal. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Christeria, we don't have to be vegan to look like that. Just
This is
FYI.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to do it.
Hey, check
That's
this out. Have you
I'm
ever been to
eating
one of
Doritos and
Shanae
everything.
classes?
You got to come. Yeah.
Not yet.
Hey, look,
I'm
I
gonna
can't.
come.
I can't last more than 10 minutes.
You can.
Were you
can.
ever were you ever chunky?
After I had my son, I gained 25 pounds, so I stayed
Girl,
within the healthy
25
range.
pounds. What?
I was my
Say 25.
I need to see a
I was my
picture.
form of chunky.
Can I see a
Now,
picture?
Yeah, I don't believe
I don't
that.
have my photos with me, but I did gain that college 15 that was a little uncomfortable for me, and then quickly, and that was from eating just crap. And then there was a small period in my life that I got burnt out of competing, and I just allowed myself to have anything, and I went out of my natural form, which made it uncomfortable with certain movement, running. So I wasn't necessarily chunky, but I was squishy.
That's how I feel right now.
Right. So Ferow, so tell me this. So you being an artist, how do you maintain and how do you get fitness and wellness into your lifestyle?
It actually is a part of my lifestyle. That's why I asked her about the eating question.
Okay.
But I'm up on health and wellness too. I don't work out every day, but it is a part of my conscious. I do think about it often. So to me, as long as I keep it in my mind,
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
and I know that I need to get it done, I get it done. But I do like dancing, so dancing is like a part of my cardio. And yes,
that
see,
movement.
the
That's
thing
why I like when you made
yes,
me move. Your music would be exercise for me. Easy flow.
Yeah. But my idea, I do want to work out every day, but sometimes I do it and sometimes I'm not. But my problem is I'm small already, so it's not really motivating
to maintain, right? Because you don't have a weight factor,
right?
But you still want to have
feel good,
endurance,
right?
Strength,
For sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, since everybody being honest, can I be honest?
Of course.
Go ahead.
So I tried to build muscle. I'm a runner.
Yes.
Naturally.
Really?
Yes.
That's a shock.
I'm usually like, yeah.
I know that about each other.
Half a mile. I mean, half a marathon.
Yes.
Marathon.
Nice.
10K with no problem at all.
Yes.
I tried to build muscle, and the person I was working with was like, "You got to gain some weight because my body. I'm usually my walk around, my fighting weight. What I always say is around 150, 152, and I'm a scale watcher.
Yeah.
As soon as I started putting on those pounds, like where I am now, I was like, "No,
You're
I can't do it.
uncomfortable.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Yes.
You got any advice for me?"
I do. When you're a scale watcher and you're running, you're going to naturally burn calories. So you would have to significantly increase your food, and that might become uncomfortable. So my advice for you based on that personal scenario will be incrementally increase. Maybe add more to your breakfast or to your lunch, that where you can safely have more carbs and still burn and not store. And then I would ask, what is your beverage intake? Alcohol, wine, beer? Because you pointed to the midsection.
Beer.
Hey, look,
beer.
I was about to say.
Yeah. So that if you feel like uncomfortable weight is in the midsection, to whittle the middle, I would decrease some of the fun beverages and then adding lean positive mass with some great carbs midday and morning.
All right, cool. Yeah. I'm tired of looking like a 16-year-old body, but I'm almost 50.
Hey, but that's not a bad thing. 16 and 50, we'll take it.
Well, he ain't gonna get rid of that beverage intake.
Yes, I will.
Well, he ain't, y'all.
As he drinks the beer. Right now.
Where the moonshine? Where the moonshine? We are about to take a break, but when we come back, we are going to finish talking to Ferow and Shanae. You are listening to Let's Talk with the one and only Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9.
Facebook ain't gonna mute me, are they? You sure?
Nice.
Thank you.
I'll show you what my Caucasian brothers advised me to start drinking.
Oh, no.
No, I think
They're only something? Okay. Oh, I like your elephant Yama Delta.
okay.
Well, maybe
Y'all
you
want some
didn't know.
moonshine?
So this is just spark. Oh, nice. Oh. I'm like, oh, nice.
It tastes like seltzer water.
Ah. This is cool.
We got
So not too bad. And you can find those alternatives so you can still feel like you're having a little something. So you want to add size. Yeah. She's like, yeah. So, adding some of the meals in and increasing your weight training, because when you add positive size on, like nice lean muscle mass, you'll add more curves. You have great size now, but if you wanted to add more, yeah. So what are you doing now? Are you doing weights?
When I normally do and I work out, I love how I look.
Yes,
But
yes.
right now, I'm not doing anything, and I just feel like I was
Yeah. So you want to add a little something.
ass like hers.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Right, you and me both. That was my question. How I get my booty to look like yours?
I know. What I need.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Some of the cellulite, that's a popular. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And the building size, I would do a fake. Then your push-ups.
Maybe you could get me into some type of You can train me and get my body right.
Okay, once you start, some of it will go away, but some of it, and I'll repeat it when we go on, some of it will remain. Like some cellulite, but lifting more and getting the weights in, it will help to build the size so it can smooth some of it. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, no, you're good, you're good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. You are listening to Let's Talk with the one and only Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9. If you missed that last song, that was from our guest Ferow. It is called For You featuring Dreamo, and it is absolutely fire. We are going to pick up where we left off talking about fitness and wellness and health and what inspired these young ladies to do what they do. And so on our break, we had a question from Rosie. And Rosie, y'all can't see her, but she has this nice hourglass figure and this booty that I always try to get that I wasn't able to get. So she asked Shanae, what do you do to get rid of cellulite?
That's the $1 million question. And if I really had the solid resolution, I'd be a gazillionaire.
Love handles.
And love handles. So we'll start with the cellulite. Some of it, this no one wants to hear it, won't go away. All right, because some people naturally genetically have it more than others. But as you build more lean muscle tissue or add curves and size to your body, and in a non-technical term, as you get the thighs a little thicker, the glutes a little thicker, it will spread some of it out so it's not as noticeable.
How long did it take to get thicker?
When I was consistently eating my meals, my size was dramatically different than even it was now. Like I was at a 129 after I had my son. Before I had him, I was 144. That wasn't the plan. I wanted to keep my size. So similar to you, I was actually like, where's my butt? Where'd it go? Now it was still there, but it wasn't as curvaceous as people were accustomed to the point of, I used to have that description that you could sit a can. Now it's like maybe.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Now that we have pictures, I am not, if I'm lying, I'm flying. Hey. So for that, it was my meal intake because I became vegan.
How much did
2
you eat?
years. And that's why the transition for me, absence of meat took away from my muscle quality. And that's why I got back on meat as well, because I started competing again. So to get the mass and the size you want and not have it squishy, you need to lift weights, be daring to do heavy weights, and increase your calories. Not with junk, but with good quality lean protein, with good starchy carbs like your yams, sweet potatoes, brown rice, things earlier in the day, oatmeal. You can add meal replacement shakes if you really want to increase. And I can personalize it per person, but that's what it takes. Like you're going to feel like you're eating more and it may feel uncomfortable, but to get the size, you're going to have to go out of your comfort zone. And the weight to do it too, because your muscles will swell. Yeah.
So for
the whittle the middle. Whittle in the middle is decreasing all of those fun things, the beer. So she said the love handles, a lot of that extra weight, it will be your fine tuning of your nutrition because your legs will change, your arms will change, but that stomach typically is an indicator of what you're eating.
I don't know because I sometimes don't eat. Like I might eat once a day, and I'm pretty much like pescatarian, so I can go like 2 days without eating, and I'll still have love handles. Yes,
2 days.
But let me tell you, and there she said a key thing: 2 days without eating, your body is technically in starvation mode.
I was about to say
I
that's
know,
So what's your
eating
body-
the love handles off?
Right, and it's not eating the love handles off because it's like she's not feeding me. It's storing the healthy nutrition, storing the fat as well because like survival mode, and then it's getting rid of and burning the fuel that it needs. So it actually reverses what we mentally think is that, oh, I'm going to lose weight. Some people will if they don't eat, but after a while your body's like, I need to save her. I'm going to store fat. And then for women, of course, we'll store it more in the midsection, lower body, which is sometimes good. But if you're not eating, your metabolism slows down, your body readily stores more fat. So you want to increase your frequency, but just change what you're putting within that time.
So when you're actually, so I was told previously by another trainer, so when you're actually trying to lose the weight, like
Yes.
Ferow said, like she goes without eating. Like I don't go without eating,
Right.
but I will just go on like a protein diet.
Yeah.
Like just eat a lot of protein. Is that not the best route to go?
It's not the best balance because we need the nutrients from our vegetables. We need it from our fruits. Now, will you see change? Yes. If I did all meat only, even if it was small amounts, you will see change, but overall balance. Back to when I look for life balance and sustainability, you want to have fruits and vegetables so you can truly have the nutrients. And then your mind. You'll get cranky. You usually don't have the energy just from meat alone.
Yeah.
We had a comment that came in over social media just talking about how growing up we were taught to eat out of that little pyramid
Yes,
thingy with
yes.
you got to have this amount of servings. Talk about how that's changed over the couple of decades.
Yeah, that's a really good point. What I love was our prior First Lady, Michelle Obama. She helped to bring out the food plate. So it switched that instead of seeing the food pyramid, we now in our org chart see the food plate. And it tells you half of your plate should be filled with fruit, with green leafy vegetables, a quarter of it with lean protein, and it doesn't have to be meat, that can be beans as well, and then the other quarter of it carbs. So it takes away from having to have dairy. You don't have to. Some of that was just selling for some of the industries that needed to sell dairy, it needs to sell meat and certain items. It's better to have that balanced plate now with green vegetables being dominant, meat being a small portion, and then the starchy carbs. Healthy starchy carbs.
You got kids
Good
in public
question.
school right now talking about they still mad at Michelle Obama because they took the pizza and the tater tots out of school.
They ain't
Yeah.
take it completely out
No,
of school.
my-
But kids, y'all got to do-do. You got to do-do. You need your green
And you
leafy
need to have
vegetables.
floaters and not sinkers. This is a question that I ask my clients, and they're usually not prepared. I'm like, listen, do you have flow? And this lets you know if you're having good bowel movements. Your bowel should flow. It's not
I wasn't ready
comfortable,
for that one,
They
y'all.
said
yeah.
it's supposed to float. They
It
said that's
should-
when it's too much oil in your body.
That's
No.
Too much fatty acids.
No, floating is more fiber. And sinkers usually is the absence of fiber and green leafy vegetables. So, I mean, it literally, at some point, it's going to go down, but it shouldn't be hit the bottom, break the bowl.
Gotcha.
Right? You know, I'm just saying.
Thanks for the school lesson.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did y'all hear that? Floaters, but
Not sinkers.
Not sinkers. Your poop should not hit the bottom and break the bowl.
break the bowl, unless
Because if
it's
it do,
Super
you
Bowl.
need more fiber in your
Correct.
body.
All them damn skid marks on the bottom of
Oh,
your toilet.
jeez.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
not
this-
coming over to you.
Who are you? Oh my!
But you do have to get in touch with every part of fitness and wellness from
Right,
the
that's
inside
way
out.
too much. We are about to go on break, y'all, but I want y'all to know this portion of the show was brought to you by MrWestAfrica.com. That's right, MrWestAfrica.com. He is located at 415 West Court Street, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45203. And you can call Mr. West Africa at 513-684-9111. When we come back, we are going to finish talking to Shanae and Ferow and see what they have coming up. You are listening to the one and only Christeria Lynn. Let's talk on Power 108.9.
Awesome. Woohoo.
Y'all crazy.
We gotta tell.
Just say that
It is. Yeah, seriously. And people need to go frequently. I have some clients that aren't comfortable speaking on, so I don't go at length, but it's more of when you're looking at weight in your midsection, it may be bowel. It may be that you're not eliminating enough. So I choose the way I present it because it makes it easier if I keep it as technical as possible. But you want to eliminate, you should go at least 2 to 3 times a day. Some people don't. It's not the norm because of the food you're taking in, but as you bring food in, your body should absorb the nutrients it needs and eliminate the rest as regular as possible. And a lot of people are condensed and loaded in the midsection because they're not releasing.
So we have a question about a 3-day fast, but I also heard was it Steve Jobs, one of them, that if you really pay attention to your bowel movements, that would have been one of the signs that I think did he have pancreatic cancer?
I'm not sure.
But I heard that was one of the signs, like you can tell, like if it's always floating, that may be a bad sign. So I'm not quite for sure.
Yeah, I cannot confirm that.
Yeah. like one of the signs of pancreatic cancer, I was reading that like if your poop always floats, then that may be a sign that you have pancreatic cancer building. So I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if
look
that's
that up.
100%
Oh,
for
nice.
sure.
That's good. Okay, awesome.
But I did hear that.
Well, and that's for me. I'll always tell clients if it's new information or something different, research will show 50 sides to one thing. I'll look and see again for myself. But from my studies and everything I've done, it's always been preferred you have more floaters versus, and when you think of an easy movement versus something that's challenging, straining your body. But I want to look into that more because you do have to stay in tune. So many times we're in a rush, people won't even notice what their body's eliminating and could see signs that they could possibly get help earlier. Oh my gosh. That's a super aggressive cleanse. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
What? Yeah, well, they can still hear you.
Yeah.
But you good? No, you good.
As a cleanse?
Like the Epsom salt you put in the tub?
Yes. Don't leave the house within that 30 minutes. You're releasing, yes. Oh, this is funny.
For how long? Just one day?
Yeah, just one day. Yeah, just take it one time, like 2 tablespoons.
What about the tea?
Yeah,
Tea soap?
it's nasty.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't taste that great.
You just hit it one good time. Don't go nowhere about 30, 45 minutes.
30.
Your phone charged up.
Oh, you're silly.
Crazy.
Good to go. Get up, stretch every 15 minutes or so.
Stop it.
Are you ready, sis?
You know it.
Talk about the show.
Yeah, that's where I was about to go.
We're on Let's Talk. Anybody just coming on IG? I am.
Welcome back. You are listening to Let's Talk on Power 108.9 with Christeria Lynn. We have the amazing Ferow and the amazing Shanae. We are going to continue our conversation. When we went on break, y'all, we was talking about poop. So I don't know if we going to finish talking about that. We're going to jump right in and ask Ferow. I know she has an upcoming show.
Yes.
And
I'm actually performing in Dallas October 25th and 26th at the Ephraima Awards and the Ephraima Fashion Show. So I'm really excited about that. I'm so happy that they made me a part of that this year.
So Dallas October 25th and October 26th. And then I think Russ said, do you have something at the beginning of October?
Yes, I do have something in DC coming up October 4th on my birthday.
Awesome.
Oh, happy birthday in
Thank
advance.
you. What y'all getting me?
Look, we'll take you through a session. Take you through a super sweat
Well,
session.
no. Can I get a? Okay, see, I'm asking for too
Rain
much.
check.
See, I was gonna be like, well, can I get a session every day until my birthday so I can be thick?
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, so you have October the 4th coming up in Washington, D.C. You have October the 20th.
I need a minute.
You have October the 25th and 26th in Dallas. Do you have any other shows this year that you want them to know about?
I just know right now I'm concentrating on the Ephraima Award shows because that's going to be amazing. So right now that's the one I'm focused on. It's October 25th and October 26th in Dallas, Texas. So I cannot wait. And I am having 2 new songs drop in October as well. So I'm excited about that. So I can't say about anything else. So right now, that's all I'm excited about. Take it day by day.
Question: social media for you, sis. Album. Is this part of an album coming out, or you just dropping singles right now?
Right now, I'm just concentrating on giving you guys good music.
Okay, you have 2 songs out already, right? Or just the one?
Right now, just for you.
For you, okay.
I did drop a project in 2016 called Fallen High, but right now it's just for you.
Okay, because I did find the For You, but I was reading about you and I saw it hinted towards you had another song, but I couldn't find it per se. So she has the For You, and then she's dropping 2 new songs in October. So would it be before or after the awards? So when we know when
Before
to look
the
out?
awards.
So okay, so she's dropping them before awards. So
You got to follow me on Instagram
Hey.
to know what's going on.
follow her
At
and
the
follow
Ferow.
you. at the Ferow.
Mm-hmm. TheFerow.
Yeah.
Because some people can't spell.
Hey, they cutting up here. So let me ask you this. So as an artist, what's the best advice you have been given to help you advance your career?
Ooh, best advice I've been given.
Think, girl, think.
Why you ask me that question? That's,
It's an interview, girl. We digging in.
yeah, maybe just to stay true to who I am, which led me back to doing like Afro music instead of like trying to find myself other places. It's already in me, so just follow your heart and follow what's in you. So that's probably the best advice I've gotten.
So would you say being an artist and having a lot of followers, is it hard to stay true to who you are? Is this something that you have to because I know with some people, you know, with their followers, like they think about who they are and what they're going to put out. Not necessarily in music, but just for you. Like, is it hard to stay true to who you are with social media?
No, I do me. I don't pay attention to social media. So it's not hard for me, but I understand the question. And it is hard for a lot of people to maintain a certain image. But for me, I just do me.
What about you, Shanae?
In terms of,
Is it hard for you to stay true to who you are with your
it's a good
followers?
question. Even when you all ask me, are you vegan? People are like, oh, you eat meat? Like, there are times when I have to let people know I eat Krispy Kremes every once in a while. I love pizza. And it is that balance.
Yeah.
And it's challenging because there was a period where I was like, I don't want to disappoint people. I'm not going to show me doing this. Now I'm like, listen, I'm a mom. I'm 43. I have done a lot of great things, and I want to keep inspiring people in the best way I can do that.
Boy,
Thank you,
don't cry.
baby. Thank you. I want to do it by being honest, because if I set a standard that's so challenging, they'll be like, oh, she looks that way because she doesn't eat meat. She only eats air, and she sleeps 20 hours. But I'm like, no, I have stress. I have things that happen. So, yeah, and I got some cool stuff coming up, too.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that stuff.
Yes.
You have coming up. I know you be posting those bikini pictures on Instagram. Girl.
Just a little bit of inspiration.
Cruises in the water,
Sometimes
like-
around slow, sometimes around
I be
quick.
so jealous because my stomach, y'all.
What's that Instagram again?
Me too.
Shanae Norvell, SHANAY NORV like victory, ELL.
Alrighty, make sure y'all follow the Ferow and Shanae Norvell on IG. We're about to go to break, but when we come back, we're going to finish this conversation. You're listening to Let's Talk with the one and only Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9. We're almost done.
She still got 20 minutes.
Okay, I was kidding.
But this way, it gives people time to go in while you're on the air. You got a question?
Yeah.
You just gonna get her number. She gonna call you.
Yeah.
My birthday.
Exactly. What's your birthday, June? Oh, yeah. You it's coming up like next Friday.
Oh, we forgot that Epsom salt
The
question.
quick fix. Yeah. So it's different. So you want to add food in, and then you want to add the weights in. Right.
She want. I know what I want.
Yes. Now within that 5-day period, you could get muscle swole more than anything, and that's just a muscle pump. I'm not gonna give fictitious things like you can look different from doing an intense muscle workout. A month, we can add some size. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell by the voice. But this is a different song, though.
Yeah, and it's true. If you will be the best judge
Gotcha.
of, okay, Shanae, I've done this for 20 years.
You said it's called running?
We would still probably have to find some other method to work, but your body may have a certain type that it adapts to quicker. And that is true. Some people build muscle quicker. Some people are naturally lean. Yeah.
I do too, though. I do too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm always so relaxed about it, because I know all I need is 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
it's like,
And you'll be right back in. Yeah.
you look amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You getting another one?
Girl, that's all he do is drink,
You
drink,
making me
drink,
fidgety.
drink,
All
drink.
you gotta get it up. You got
Drink.
some snacks?
He's getting
You got
too
some
big.
snacks? Look.
No Scooby snacks. No Scooby snacks.
Cherie said, thanks, Mike. Cherie said, what's the best way to build muscle? Adalia said, what if we go on a 3-day fast?
Yes, Cherie.
Sharice, the one and only Sharice B. She say, hey, diamonds.
Hey, sweetheart. Happy Monday. So to build muscle, am I talking about that now? We talked about adding the fuel. So if you're wanting to build, you have to add to the foundation. So it's going to have to be that food consistently, quality food, and then muscle breakdown. Like you're going to have to build muscle and go heavy, not excruciating, but enough to peak the muscle, break the fibers down, rebuild, and come in tighter and leaner. It's a process, and it's not easy. That's why people will pay for sessions, and they'll stop sometimes. They're like, oh, shit, this is hard. Sorry, can I say profanity? They're like, this is harder than I thought. It's like,
Much as
She
Mike
was
cuss
cursing.
up at this.
I didn't hear y'all curse, so.
I'm telling you.
Shit,
Oh, you ain't heard Mike talk long enough.
Fucking cuss.
Right.
Wow, my ears.
Mike crazy, y'all.
I never can find it.
What is that? Therapy?
Welcome back. You are listening to Let's Talk with Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9. Prior to the break, we was talking to Shanae and Ferow, and we are going to continue our conversation. They dropped their IG.
Yes, a Ferow.
The Ferow on Instagram is TheFerow, just for y'all who don't know how to spell, she said. And it's Shanae, SHANAYNORVELL.
Yes.
You can follow them both on Instagram and see what they are up to. Okay, so we're going to go right in. So prior to the break, I was asked, I want to say this too. We were listening to Ferow's song called Running while we were on break. What inspired you to make that song?
Girl, that was so long ago. That was like a different time in my life.
Okay,
and
tell
right
us
now,
about it.
Oh, you want to go back?
Yeah, we going back, girl.
Yeah, take us
So
back.
they get to know you.
Sit back.
Okay. I mean, I was more in a YOLO lifestyle back then.
Okay.
You know. So, yeah, that song was a YOLO song. I don't know how to explain it.
Christeria, she had one too called Swipe Left, I think it was called.
Swipe life.
Oh, she didn't tell
Swipe
us.
Right.
Swipe life.
Swipe Life. I'm sorry. I ain't had my glasses on when
It's
I read
okay.
it.
You sure with it? Let's get them back on, my love. Let's get those back.
Oh, she left us out of all them songs, right? She just told us about
Because For You is my new song. I want you guys to love that song and listen to it and play it again and again and again and again.
So if y'all
For
can
you.
sing for a second, go ahead.
Make sure you guys go on my YouTube and watch the video and subscribe and comment. Please leave a comment on YouTube. Yes.
We will do that.
Please.
And it's
Thank
the
you.
Ferow. Y'all, Mike is a big distraction. We gonna kick him out of his own studio.
Stay focused, y'all. Just stay focused.
I promise you. Okay, so when we were on break, we were talking about this Epsom salt thing that I normally put in the tub, but now they were talking about to consume it. So Shanae is going to tell us about this Epsom salt and how you clean it off. And we also had a question about a 3-day fast.
Yes. So Epsom salt. Now, when I first did it, I did the Master Cleanse years ago with my cousin Jeremy. We were in, Del Rey, Marino Del Rey. Such a good time that summer. Anyhow, we all did the Master Cleanse for 7 days. And part of the Master Cleanse was doing the sea salt or Epsom salt cleanse at the top of the day, which I believe was a tablespoon of Epsom salt in water. Challenging. What will it do? It will evacuate the building. What is the building? Your body. Not in a calm way. It's pretty abrupt to me, my experience. It was like literally sit still, 30 minutes, and you will release everything inside of your body. So it's an aggressive cleanse. Do I advise it? I just educate you on it so you don't leave the house thinking you're about to be on the road for 40 minutes. You're going to pull over. Okay? So it is effective, and it's just helping you to release elimination again. It's not a full cleanse. It's just helping you to eliminate. Now, coupled with the master cleanse in particular, which was lemon, what was that? Cayenne pepper, maple syrup, a big gallon of water. I did it. A lot of things I
Beyonce
do.
diet, baby.
And see, it's been around for so many years, and she made it popular, as a lot of our super duper celebrities do. When they do something, it helps attract attention, but you have to educate yourself. And I'm sure she did as well. That is done to cleanse and pure. But if you read the book, which there's an actual book that I have, it helps you to prepare yourself mentally as well. Because typically when you cleanse, back in the day, it was leaders doing it to prepare for world issues so they can get the clarity, because it's less distractions and toxins in your body. So it's levels to it. It's not just to get that outcome physically, but that's a nice bonus. So doing it with the master cleanse, my body already had limited items in it, and then the salt was just flushing it all out. So I say, if you're going to do it, plan it. Same thing if you lose 5, 6, 10 pounds, which you could, when you go back to your regular day-to-day, you're going to find what you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying have a good transition plan. And a 3-day fast, is that the next one?
Yes, that's the next one. Is a 3-day fast a good thing? And is apple cider vinegar helpful or hurtful to weight loss?
Apple cider vinegar has a lot of benefits. Everyone's body's pH is different. So if you're getting things that are more alkaline, you may need, or more acidic, you may need to make sure you have that balance. So I can't give you everybody should take it. I include it in my regimen, not every day, but it is that balance, but it does have great benefits to it. So same thing, treat yourself almost like a science project in a nice way. See how your body reacts with the addition of one thing. Don't do apple cider vinegar and then intermittent fasting, and then you don't know which one is making a difference. Say, okay, this week I'm going to add apple cider vinegar for 7 days and see how I feel. On Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, a 3-day detox, I'll do it while I'm at home and see how I feel. So 3-day detox can be invigorating. Let it be a jump start for a new lifestyle change, not just to get something quick.
Right, because I will put apple cider vinegar in my baths. Do y'all do that?
Yes.
It is very good. For my psoriasis, when I moved down here, my psoriasis is off the chain.
Yeah, and it's great for balancing women as well, our full body. So, yeah, yep.
What did you say?
Yeast.
We can't hear you. You got to scoot up to the
I
mic.
said it gets rid of a lot of yeast.
Yeah, so if you have an imbalance, you
Yeah.
can do a hip bath and put apple cider vinegar in your bathtub.
Yeah, for some reason, my mama's bathroom always smelled like vinegar when I was growing up.
You're not supposed to.
Are you the only? Are you the only child?
Well, I was the baby.
How many of y'all is it?
2. 2 others, yeah. Mom's passed on now, but yeah, was wondering why I smell like vinegar in there.
I'm not commenting on mama's
We don't know.
bathroom.
We don't know what he is implying, y'all. Ain't no telling with Mike.
She was probably getting
Yes.
ready for you. Let's go.
Oh, I'm weak. They cutting up here, y'all. They cutting up.
We're having a good time.
We are. So let's continue on. So is there so Ferow, is there anybody that you want to collaborate with, or you thought about collaborating with?
Oh, who would I like to collaborate with? Oh, I actually did. It seems like everybody I want to collaborate with, I'm end up collaborating with, because I wanted to collaborate with Drummo, and I did. And I want to collaborate with an East African artist named Sammy Dan, and I did. So I'm just happy that, you know, the power of manifestation is working.
That's right.
So Drake called me,
100%.
you know, Drizzy, Drake. You know, there's a lot of people I have on my mind, but right now I'm just happy that I got to work with Drummo and Sammy Dan.
Is that my phone? So you said Drake.
Yeah, Drake is cool. Drake's a vibe.
I'm a collaborate with Drake too, y'all.
Get it.
So is there so Shanae,
Yes.
so for people like me, and I would say Ferow, so I'm petite. I ain't gonna show y'all my stomach, but I just ought to. I'm about 134.
Yes.
I I feel like I can do anything in the world. Anything. Like I could build any business, do whatever it is that I want to do. I cannot. You see me.
Yes.
I cannot work out. I've tried. How do you get people motivated?
Yes.
I know that you're a fitness expert, you're a wellness and life coach, but how do you get people like motivated? Like I'm motivated to work out,
Right.
but I'll come and I know it's a wrap. So I don't
Yes.
even waste my money anymore because
Yes.
it's just, I ain't going nowhere.
Good question. The motivation really comes from within, like you said.
Exactly.
My role is typically how do I hold you accountable and give you different options so it can become exciting for you. Like I think for us, we have to get into a format that you enjoy. So dance may be more enjoyable, skating, hiking, things that are nice. We see the video. Things that keep you inspired so you want to go back. Because it can be very discouraging if you know I'm going to be in immense pain, I'm going to be super sore. But it can also be inspiring to know if I can have this temporary discomfort, I can have long-term results. So incrementally, same thing, bits and pieces. I'll say, let's do 15-minute workout today and then walk. Then we'll build up to 20 the next session and then walk. Slowly get into a full workout so you don't feel overwhelmed. That's typically my method to madness.
So as we're talking about motivation, Ferow, tell me this. How do you want your music to inspire other people? Like your fans, the people who look up to you?
Well, my main goal is to make people. My main goal is to make people move. So I just want people to have a good time when they hear my new music, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in my space and my mental. So as long as people are having a good vibe and they're dancing, that makes me happy.
Yeah,
Very,
like
very
Sinead
happy.
was.
Yeah, it was making me dance. Like,
Good.
for you.
So do you get nervous when you perform?
Sometimes, yeah, I do. I can't lie. Stressful, but it's fun.
What about you, Sinead? Because I know you train all kind of people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say nervous per se, but I think you've been doing it so long. Like,
Yeah, it's
so
like-
let's say nervous. Like, do you ever get like? Do you have certain clients where you feel like you may not know how? Like me. Like I remember when I came to you, I'm like, this is just not my thing.
Yes.
Even though I want it to be my thing. Like I want a body like Rosie, but
Yes.
I don't feel like I'm gonna put in a work. To
You
get
can do
it.
it, girl. You better.
Yes.
Law of attraction.
Manifestations.
Be positive.
And it's the mindset, but your
Get a booty
question is
like Rosie.
good. Some clients, I'm like, let me make sure I really can help them get to their goal. And I am so in tune with myself that I'll say, you know what? I may not be a good fit for you. Like if I get to the point that I don't think I'm a good match, that's why I'll still say, let's do an introductory session. Let's feel each other's energy because it's an hour of your life that you're going to spend interacting with me. I'm spending it with you. I want to make sure we both feel good. And then I can say for sure, like, I think another style or group training may be better for you, or maybe if you do classes, because some people classes are better. One-on-one can be intimidating for some. I do a good job of letting you know these muscles are for positivity, not for negativity. However, when you have all that attention on you, you're like, okay, can I get in a group? And sometimes I'll put clients in a group with people they don't know, but they become close because they have that common energy time, and then they feel better about the session. So that's usually how I approach it.
I'm more of a one-on-one. That group thing is just
Yeah.
it's great,
Me too.
but it's not like
And you have to know that too. Yeah.
like it's not my thing. I know we did our one-on-one for 30 minutes, and it
Yeah.
was a good thing. But at 3 days, it was a wrap. I was limping.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
I'm telling you, Mike.
a good workout.
Shanae is the truth. Like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
I couldn't walk.
She
I had my kids like, can you help
muscles
me
were
with
a
my
little
leg?
little tender,
little tender.
little virgin muscles over there.
Virgin, what?
But over
I mean,
time, you build that endurance and you don't become as sore and it's more manageable. So
Yeah.
that's why you got to come back.
tried that.
Come back.
We are about to go to break, but when we come back, we are going to finish talking to Shanae and Ferow. You are listening to Let's Talk with the one and only Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9.
This your body beat. Make my head day, my. Down below is fire. Make my head
Sharice talk about she can't wait to get her 2020 body. Girl, what you talking about? Hey, let's wrong with Sharice?
Her 2019.
Ain't nothing wrong with Sharice's body. She tripping.
She's a.
You better kiss your
Get that
muscles.
muscle kissing. I actually like that. Maybe I need to turn a little bit.
Girl, we see them pecs.
Is that better? Yeah, I like that. That looks a little more loving. Self-love is good love.
Amen.
Shanae transformed my body.
Yes.
In 2 weeks.
Look. We can do an intro session, and then we can make a month plan. And then you have to stay consistent.
Y'all don't forget to follow Shanae and Ferow on Instagram. It's the Ferow, TheRFerow, and then Shanae ShaNaynorVellL on IG. They have some upcoming events that we are going to talk about. That hold up, I was just talking to the people. Come back on. Oh, I don't be understanding you. Welcome back, y'all. You are listening to Let's Talk with Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9. I promise y'all Mike be over there talking sign language. He be moving his hand and twirling his twist, and I don't have no clue what he be talking about. We are going to continue our interview with Ferow and
It's 8:58.
it's 8:58. Oh,
Yes.
snap.
Cool stuff coming up. I gotta tell you.
Yeah. They got some stuff coming up. I did not know it was 8:58. So we are going to be wrapping up. Go ahead. Let them tell you what they have coming up. Shanae has an event coming up. The Ferow has 2 shows coming up, and I want them to tell you how y'all can come to her event and her show.
Well, I have coming up Kicks and Comedy. When you talk about collaborations, I do something a little unique, and I work with people that are not necessarily in the fitness industry but passionate. Vanessa Fraction is a cool comedian. She's one funny lady. If you check her out, she's actually a certified self-defense instructor and one of my clients. So we're going to do Kicks and Comedy, and she has a unique experience where she's going to help people protect themselves, women. Learn moves to protect yourself, increase your confidence. I'll be doing strengthening and stretching October 12th here in Atlanta. Limited space. If you're on my IG page, it's on the link. You can register. We're not teasing when we say you have to sign up to get in. Lunch is included. It's an hour. It's going to feel like a workout, but you will be able to defend yourself literally on the streets and in person because she had a real life event that motivated her to get this skill. In addition to that, I do my classes, yoga, comedic yoga, on Mondays at 7 p.m., usually tonight, and on Saturdays at 10 a.m. at East Point. I'm located at Jutox Wellness Center in Roswell, Sandy Springs. And in January, I'm excited. I just solidified 2 of my partners that are going to work with me. I'm doing Shape Up with Shanae, Mind, Body, Spirit. Nice. January 11th, it's a Sunday, or January 12th, it's the Sunday. It's a half day. It's going to be comedic yoga, meditation with Shaman Ra, the Kicks in Comedy with Vanessa Fraction. I'll come back with a stretch and strength, and everyone that attend will be ready for 2020. So I'm going to help you all get your plan together. So plan now for that. And I think, is that everything I'm doing? Follow me and I'll tell you more. I'll tell you more.
Go ahead, Ferow. Tell them what you have coming up next. I know you told us
Again, yes, in DC, October 4th. That's my birthday, guys. So don't be afraid to cash at me if you like. That's my birthday gift. Sorry. Also, the Afrima Awards, October 26th. Please, you can follow me on my Instagram, again, at the Ferow, and I will put on there how you can get tickets to the Afrima Awards. It's going to be so dope.
What about the October? So where do they go to? Yeah, that's what I want you to tell them. Where they go, where they can get tickets.
They can get tickets on the Afrima website. Also, just on my Instagram, because I'll have a link ready for the guide for everybody.
Alrighty, that is Shanae Norvell and the Ferow. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you so much for having us.
You are so welcome interviewing y'all. Until next week, you are listening to Let's Talk with the one and only Christeria Lynn on Power 108.9.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
I done made it.
It went out right and before I said my announcement.
You make me want to more.
So yeah, I'm